Well, hello everyone, it's Umber Rays here today to do our JP news, so have no fear, you no longer need to search the internet for the information you so desire and crave. That's a bit of an exaggeration. Right, getting into it. So JP is going to be having some stuff going on this week, specifically a guild battle, which is limited, I do believe, to like 560, focused on ice, light, and dark-based units, obviously very related to some of the units that have been coming out recently that are quite strong. I'll report back on that later if there's anything of interest, but let's keep going. So JP, as I teased just a little bit in the previous video, we have two vision cards this week. Well, actually, I only teased that there was one, a new Esper-based VC, as you can see on the left, and we also have our second VC on the right, which is the new Veritas VC. We got Thunder and Earth together on a card, looking really awesome. Love the artwork there. And just like the other Veritas VCs, this will be basically free, provided you actually have the medals. Now, this one probably going to be a little bit more costly to most people since this is a guild one, and maybe if your guild isn't particularly the highest, this one might take a little bit longer to get. So let's see what you got. First off, we'll be working for the Sword Knight group. Bow, Fist, and Book is your combination of jobs. Magic attack resistance increase is one of the first features, as well as the wider the attack range, the greater the physical damage reduction for this VC. Party-wise, maxing out this VC will also give reaction block rate to the party. That might be important and something that we'll talk about in the near future. For guild battle only, we'll also give the wider the attack range, the greater the magic damage reduction. So this is a very anti-damage based VC, quite interesting to see the least. And of course, for the Veritas of each attribute, we'll be getting water element resistance, as well as lightning elemental resistance. So if you're collecting these VCs, well, you're slowly getting ever closer to finally having all the flavors of the rainbow protection for the Veritas units. Granted effect to the unit that has this equipped is speed up, as well as resistance to AoE attacks, increased maximum HP, and magic damage reduction for Earth Veritas. And as for Thunder Veritas will get increased magic power and increased resistance penetration rate for area attacks. So a nice VC for both of those Veritas units. I'm curious to see which one it'll end up being better for. But given that this kind of VC is just generally really easy to get, in my opinion, compared to a lot of other gacha-based VCs, yeah, this is probably fine. The only other thing I want to say, Vision Card Mastery will also give Spirit Up of 1 and AoE attack resistance of 1. So nice VC. I think it's quite nice. We'll be happy to get it. And I assume it will be important for the Veritas trials going forward. These VCs are a nice extra source of being able to complete the Dark Veritas VCs, as I have recently seen. Particularly number 3 was made considerably easier by the inclusion of the Water and Ice Veritas card. So if people were out there struggling with the Dark Veritas trials, they will get easier, and these VCs are one major ticket forward. Now next up, we have this. This is our new Esper VC, and this one calling back to an FFBE trial. Yes, I mean, technically I do believe this was a battle in another Final Fantasy. I want to say Final Fantasy IV. Don't quote me on that. This is the Dad Bomb. Dad Bomb is here to punch out your lights, and he is also potentially hitting on Grandma, since this is going to be the VC for our newest character on JP. Going to be an ice elemental one. That does mean that Mom Bomb is probably coming in the near future. Maybe for Valentine's Day for a new fire elemental character. Wouldn't surprise me too terribly much if our first character for February is a fire elemental character. But no CG animation on this one, which isn't surprising. For this VC, we are looking at Red Mage, Axe, Bow, or Gun. Basically the perfect VC for combining with Gilgamesh, the better of the Gilgameshes out there, as well as, you know, Bow and Gun. That's for Mavia as well as Jaden. Perfect Ice Elemental VC. And guess what? This is a job VC that is speed up primary, so 18%. This VC you'll eventually want to get, and it will just be a nice addition to your collection. Something General Kenobi. Also gives Spirit up for the entire party. Maxing out the VC will give Ice attributability up. So if it wasn't apparent already that this was an Ice Elemental VC only, sure as hell is now. I'm a little surprised that they just blatantly make it obvious. This almost shouldn't be a job VC at this point. This should just be an elemental VC. But yeah, maxing out the VC will give Ice attribute attack up. Duels only, critical rate increased. And for the unit equipped with this, increase attack power and increase resistance to AoE attacks. And shooting for maxing out this VC, Vision Card Mastery, duels only, shooting attack up, and range attack resistance up. If you have any interest in guns or potentially not just guns, but bows as well, this is the range VC. It skews pretty heavily towards the ice element, I think, with this one, with that maxed out ability just being essentially ice attack up. It's not horrible, but boy oh boy, is this just essentially a elemental VC with a very little subtlety. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested in it. Now, next up, we have to talk about this. For those of you who are wondering about updates in the near future, of course, about 1 month out for you guys, we're looking at some limit burst enhancements, first for Helena of the Black Rose, as well as Water Veritas. I'll be interested to see how Water Veritas does. Again, this is all building up to something. But not only that, we do have some other stuff of note. Dark Veritas will be getting his limit burst. So this is the final limit burst animation of the Veritas units. We are finally at the end. So we will take a look at that, and probably I'll do a video demoing all of the limit burst animations from all of the Veritases in one video, because those are usually pretty popular. So what the hell, Umber needs some bank off of this. All right, continuing on, Water Veritas will also get a Character Quest 2, and Character Quest 3 will appear for Amnelis, Bareth, Bareth, Dwayne, and Curry will also get his Master Quest 3. I'm expecting that these will be similar to what we saw previously, where they will be mostly locked to a specific content type, where Water Veritases will just be a general, well, like the other Master Quest 2, open for all types of content. But that does bring us to talking about something kind of important, which is this. Hey, global users, number 4 will be coming to JP. This one will probably have just the resources necessary to fully reincarnate Dark Veritas, or close to fully reincarnate Dark Veritas. And I would imagine that there might be some materials in there for limit burst upgrade. Not that they're terribly rare, but those will be coming in the near future as well. Last but certainly not least, we do have a story update for JP, which will be the part 2 of chapter 12 of book 3. Hopefully we are getting close to the end of this thing, because yeah, I'm done of the giant floating monster. So there you go. That is essentially JP's news in a nutshell. But Umbra has just a little bit extra for you guys today, because he's such a nice guy. Although I think the overall display of this won't quite work. But I did want to show off this. This is something that was happening on JP recently, a kind of tournament based event where just bunch of really high quality, high level teams going up against each other in matchups. There's actually 2 days of it as well. You can see right here that this was a officially hosted tournament event that kind of sparred over 2 weeks on 2 different Saturdays, showing off even a little bit about the map before they went into it, or maps I should say, and there were some special rewards for those who signed up to do it. So I'll throw the links for those in the chat, or sorry, in the description, not the chat, in the description for this video, if you're super interested in taking a peek and seeing what teams we're looking. You can also see really quickly here from the tournament bracket about where some of the top teams were coming from, where we had like Avalon, who is one of the best, or if not the best, here on JP. I don't have the actual data to back that up, so I'm just going to make a general statement. Sure, they're the best. So if you want to check out those 2 days, I'll put the links below. Definitely a fun watch if you're interested in competitive Wotv and potentially just helping you decide what future units you might want. Though don't expect too much maybe, as he's probably was just too new for this event. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Take care and see you later.